We are interested in visual ambiguities present in artworks. The aim of this study is to better understand how people perceive ambiguous art. Art theorists have proposed that visual art often exploits ambiguity in order to engage viewers by simultaneously suggesting and concealing the identity of the subject matter. Artists have exploited these properties for aesthetic effects, where they deliberately try to create ambiguities in their work, as we can see in these two examples. Our goal is to quantify these kinds of ambiguity. We present a novel method of quantifying people's responses to ambiguous images. In our experiment, we show an image for either half a second or 3 seconds and ask crowd workers to describe it. For stimuli, we gathered 150 of the most popular images from Artbreeder, a generative model-based art website that allows people to create and modify images. We broadly categorize them as abstract, abstract flat, indeterminate, dichotomous, and recognizable. Dichotomous images are those that contain two distinct concepts or subjects. We ran the experiment on Mechanical Turk and recruited 70 participants for each category. In our analysis, we extracted nouns from the descriptions and combined the synonyms together. We then built histograms from all the resulting nouns as shown on the right. From the histograms, we compute the entropies. For the top example, the descriptions are pretty consistent, where people agree that it's a cat. For the bottom image, the descriptions are highly varied and result in a much higher entropy value. We use various metrics to quantify the descriptions, including entropy, description length, the number of uncertain words, as well as text embedding-based metrics, where the embeddings are produced by pre-trained language models. We found the combination of description length and entropy provides the most effective way to distinguish between different categories of images. As we see in this plot, the horizontal axis is description length after 3 seconds viewing time, and the vertical axis corresponds to entropy. Recognizable images are mostly found at the bottom left corner, while indeterminate images have higher entropy. Interestingly, descriptions for dichotomous images tend to be longer than for the others. Next, we try to relate our measurement of entropy to users' aesthetic judgments. We tried 3 different task designs. The first one is a simple Likert scale-based rating, where we ask crowd workers to rate each image based on its interestingness, powerfulness, or engagement separately. Turns out most people prefer natural scenes, and this mountain image is rated as the most interesting as well as the most powerful one. We designed a different task to give crowd workers more creative expression, thus hoping to increase task engagement. So in this gallery curation task, participants are asked to first view a sequence of images and select 5 of them for a gallery show. At the end, they are asked to provide a title and a description for the selected artworks. Participants came up with some interesting and creative titles as demonstrated by these examples. To further increase task engagement, we came up with this image ranking experiment. 5 images are shown in a trial, and the participant needs to rank them from least interesting to most interesting. We ask them to provide reasons for their ranking on some randomly selected trials. Here are exemplar images that were considered as the most interesting ones, together with the reasons provided by the participants. Specifically, we noticed that different people have different affinities towards abstract flat type of images. So we use that as a criteria and divide participants in 2 groups. It turns out people who don't like abstract flat images would prefer more natural, recognizable images, while the other group shows a strong preference towards ambiguous artworks. Furthermore, we extended our study to cover other image datasets that have been used in previous studies on art and image ambiguity. Here we see a plot similar to the previous one, but it seems that generalization to different art styles is still quite challenging. In summary, we found that the variability or entropy of free-form descriptions can be used to quantify visual ambiguities in images. And distinct categories of images begin to emerge from the data. Aesthetic preferences seem to be impacted by the type and instructions of the task, and they are different for different people. Some people prefer ambiguous and indeterminate artworks, while others prefer recognizable ones. However, finding a common way to evaluate and directly compare different artwork styles remains a challenge. For our previously published results and upcoming publications, please visit our project page, which can be accessed through the barcode on the top right corner. Code and demos can also be found on our website. Thank you.